Hi everyone. So, so I just came up with an idea for the cell phone to be um, somewhat to have somewhat of an extension on the excuse me, the back of it, like the thickness of it. Well, I just heard a thought right now saying, why not convert or implement the taser, like a taser within the phone. I mean, you're charging the motherfucker anyway. So if someone tries to fuck with you, I mean, if anything, that type of phone can be sold specifically to people who have like a security job, police officers, because it will cater specifically to them. And it could be advertised. Like, why have two items that serve the same purpose when you can just have it in one? Because everywhere people go, they take their cell phones with them. Most likely. Because honestly, I do not personally know how to navigate this world without my cell phone. I could probably get around reading a map like back in the day, even though I never drove and used them at myself. I seen and witnessed my friend use one. He would take us camping, and I remember him pulling over, asking us, "Hey, hand me the map." Because sometimes I would be looking at it. So he would be like, "Oh, hand me the map." So I would hand it to him. He would store it in the like glove department, I think. That way it won't get lost or whatever. This was before like all this cell phone stuff. And this was like it's 2021. It was like 19 years ago. So I was like 11 that I can remember. Maybe less than that, maybe 18 years ago. I was 12 or something like that. So, um, I was thinking, I was thinking about all that. And yes, it might cause your phone to just die instantly because all that energy will basically get surged out of the device. Um, but it could it could save someone's life in the future. Just like now, even pepper spray is legal. So is a taser, and so is a 3-inch knife. Why not, if anything, why not integrate all three of those into one? The pepper spray, the taser gun, and the knife. If you guys want to make money. Like, why have all three? It doesn't make sense. You have the pocket knife in one pocket. You have the pepper spray on your keys. And then you have the taser somewhere in there. Like, we have to quit just thinking about cell phones and cars. We have to innovate everything in this fucking world. I mean, everything. Like, think about buttons on clothing. They could be fucking speakers, waterproof fucking speakers. They could be cameras. And there is the such thing as that already. What I'm saying is we have to think outside the box. We have to think outside this fucking bubble that we are enslaved in, trapped in as human beings. Like, a lot of us are just thinking earthly. We're just thinking about how we can make money and benefit ourselves instead of thinking how we can benefit all of us as one. Because this world, this reality that we have created for ourselves, wasn't built overnight. It took time. And not just that, it didn't just take one person. It required everyone, believe it or not. Anyone who ever lived and is living right now, I don't give a fuck who it is. I don't give a fuck if you have more respect for someone who died and did something great for humanity or or not. Someone who is or not, and then as well as people who are alive today, whether they're doing something great for people or not, it doesn't fucking matter. That's irrelevant. You know, just because someone has a high IQ doesn't mean that they need to be worshipped and adored and, you know, honored and shit like that. I mean, that's great and everything. That's super cool. But everyone has their weaknesses and strengths. And we need each other to do everything that we do. Everything. Think about every single little thing. From mining, getting those elements from the ground, to companies who experiment with the elements and create, you know, products and then provide services with those things. I mean, and that could be a whole entirely different message within itself, honestly. So we have to start thinking along those lines. Because honestly, I believe everyone has potential. And that's why I believe that every single invention, every single patent, if someone has an idea where you think your idea is better than theirs, I believe there should be a forum for every single patent, every single little idea. Like for instance, the fryer for fast food restaurants. Fryers are basically a deep fryer where they fry potato chips. That's where when we go to the fast food restaurants and we get fries or deep fried fish, they cook it in oil. But oil splashes on people, it burns people. People have died from it. So even kids, children, toddlers, babies. So there has to be a safer way to get the same type of quality, but in a safer way. And getting rid of all that and using that for like something else. Honestly, we need to start thinking like that. So I honestly forget why I started this video. I've been thinking so much. Like I'm honestly surprised if I don't get a heart attack because I haven't had any sleep. I'm restless, and I honestly, I just, I honestly forget why I created this video, why I started recording. Oh yeah, it was for the cell phone. The cell phones. No, no, no. Yeah, the cell phones, and also some other stuff that I randomly came up with, but mainly it was the cell phone with the taser, with the zapper. Bzzz, that thing. Not, I mean, it could be a corded, you know, where the little wires come out. And even if that requires a lot of energy, guess what? We can do that with springs. They could be, it could be a spring. So as soon as you open that door, it'll be like a dart shooting a motherfucker just with the spring. And then the rest will just be carried watts, voltage. Bzzz. Like, what if a dog was attacking you? You're walking down the street, or in the wild, there's a bear. Well, you have the pepper spray. That might work. If that doesn't work, you have the taser. If that doesn't work, you have the knife. If that doesn't work, then you can always call 911. Help! I'm dying. There's a grizzly bear attacking me. And hurry. It's chewing on one of my legs already. Please get the coordinates of this phone. I'm dying. Or what if it was wolves? Or a lion? Or a human predator that wanted some vagina? Because he's so horny. Because he can't get none through the internet. Unless he has money or some shit. So he's going around raping women now. Like that one movie. It was a prison movie. And this guy went into someone's cell or something. Into another guy's cell. And said, give me some chon chon. Give me some chon chon. Give me some chon chon. Give me some chon chon, eh? Give me some chon. No, wait. Chon. 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 Chon chon. But you have to say it fast, or else it doesn't sound the same. Because it almost sounds like a Japanese word. Chon. 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 Chon chon. Chon chon chon. Chon chon chon. Chon chon. Chon chon. Right? So you have to say it fast. Give me some chon chon. Like a gorilla. Angry for a banana. Roar. You guys are fucking boring. All of you in the world. Uneducated, retarded fucks. I despise every single one of you. I believe the newer generation has more balls and courage than the older generation, honestly. And they're smarter because they grew up with the internet, with cell phones. Sorry to break it down to all of you this way, but it seems like no one even gives a fuck what I have to say. It's like all of you without talent are pissing on those with talent. Food for thought. You stupid fucks.